Okay. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's pre-production comparison video, we're gonna be comparing TORALEI from Generational 3 and Generational 1. And so, this is like my first ever TORALEI. This is the only TORALEI doll that I have from Generational 3. There's like 2 or 3 or something like that. And I'm going to share my thoughts. But anyway, the one I have, this one is like the basic, like the core, like the main doll. We'll talk about the hair, but like she's like the main girly in Generational 3 for TORALEI, if you know what I'm saying. So we're definitely going to do a comparison about all of it. So please make sure to subscribe and like if you don't want to miss any more, if they stop making this, but like upcoming like pre-production videos. And also if you want to support me more, check out my Patreon account. I just launched room tour video if you want to see what's behind me, like how many dolls I have or whatever. Please make sure you check that out yourself. It just takes $5 to like unlock that video, and the link is also down below. And also if you're interested getting like any of these 2 dolls, if they're still available or somehow, I'm gonna put it in Amazon link there. It just helped me a lot too another way. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so as you know, so I have the Generational 1. Boop. She's like the closest one for Generational 3, as lots of people say, would definitely be like, I'll put a picture here, but like the Fear book doll. That's very like close to like the original one, I gotta say. Versus, I mean, the outfit wise, they're kind of like similar, I would say, like a little bit. And I feel like she's gonna give me like Frankie and Abby, where like this is like the mother and that's like the daughter. Not like revision. I think this is like a great revision. You know, we'll talk about it. So yes, this will be a comparison video. And of course the boxes are very different. Like the Generational 3 one right now, like the basic one, are basically like a coffin, looks like a coffin. Versus this one, this is very like nostalgic. I love like the colors and stuff, and it has like a little cat over here. So let's take a look at this doll and stuff. So it has TORALEI over here. I don't know why she's one of those dolls where she is very good, very difficult to get nowadays, and I love how mine is a little bit thingy, but that's okay. So I can't wait to take her out. So she comes with every like Monster High, like a very nostalgic. It's very like early 2000s. It has like a saying over here. What does her say? Just because we got 9 lives doesn't mean we need to rush through this one, period. Yeah, she's like the daughter of the Werecats. That's who she is. And I love how she looks very fierce. I'm not sure about the haircut. This is very like early 2010s haircut. And definitely have her pet over here. I have to look through the pet stuff so you can do like a bit of a pet comparison. She's like 15, still on her first 9 lives, and her pet is the same name, Sweet Fangs. It's like a 2 cub or something. And yeah, her best friends are the cousin, which I want to get her cousins. But I don't know why Mattel's making him difficult for any of us to like purchase it. Apparently, like, what do you mean they're sold out? So it's a basic box. Again, very nostalgic from Generational 1. You can pause over here if you are trying to find her. So it's just a basic, you know, box and stuff, and it's very, you know, nostalgic. I'm so glad. It's just nice to see this, like, well, I got it from Amazon. It's nice to like hold it myself and see what it's like back in the day, you know what I mean? So yeah, let me just unbox her and then we'll go over her, okay? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I finally got her out of the box. Here she is. Boop. And before we talk about her, of course, let's go over all of her accessories. I don't have all of TORALEI's. Like I said, I only have the ones that I'm able to find because I just don't have the energy to look for like all the things that she comes in. But I remember like the purse. So this TORALEI comes with this like early 2010s like purse, which is very like fun accessory to. It reminds me of like Claudine's purse from Generational 3. But then this TORALEI, I remember she comes with a backpack, which I'm like, why does she come with a backpack? Like, she's too cool for like a backpack. She should come like a purse or something. So this TORALEI comes with a purse. And of course, she comes with this doll stand again. I realize it's very the same as Operata, all black. I wish that would be cool if hers is either like, hers makes sense to be orange, or like, oh, I would love if it's like red and black, like striped. That's what like her entire aesthetic is with her box. So it's like the same thing. It has like Monster High over here. Again, can you imagine if we got this in Generational 3? Like doll stands, we have to like purchase our own. So it's nice you have your own. Of course, it comes with this brush, hair brush, which I love the Monster High Generation 1 hairbrush. I use it all the time when I am redesigning their hair. So it works. Thank you. I have this in my collection. And of course, she doesn't have an eye coffin. I don't think eye coffin exists in that generation, but of course Generation 3 has their eye coffin. This is like TORALEI's eye coffin, which is so iconic. It has a tiger over there or something. And then the big question is, this one is the pet. This is Sweet Fang Generational 1. It's very tiny. Like, I love how Generational 1, like they go from like not cute, just like, ooh, it's either cute and also kind of creepy too. Like part of the aesthetic of Monster High. It's very tiny. It's very small. And I love how it comes with this like black ribbon over here. It's very, very small. It's like one of the smallest versus like this one is TORALEI's like pet in Generation. Look how big it is. You can tell like Mattel went for like my little pet shop type of vibe. Big heads, big eyes, like an animation, a little bit like cute versus like this one. So you can see a little bit of a difference over here with the size. Like Generation 3's pet is big and this one's like tiny and stuff. And it's very rubbery. I would say like Robbie material, I would say. Yeah, Robbie material. Of course, Generational, I love. This is the most iconic one. She has like a microphone over here. Generational 3, which I really like. I displayed her with this one. It's a great display because she's like, she reminds me like a British like punk rock, similar to Catty Noir, but she doesn't have anything. But the thing she has is a diary. She has a diary. I like how each of them have different personality, so I can't wait to like read this after I do this review. It says, better have 9 lives if I catch you reading my diary. Ooh, I'm gonna get killed. And I like how her diary is, it's like something that I would see Regina George write, because like this, well, both of them are the same. Like they're kind of like, I would say they're more like anti-heroes. Sometimes they're like bad, sometimes they are like good ghouls. So they're like anti-heroes, I would say. I feel like this TORALEI is more cruel. Of course, Generational 1 than Generational 3. She's all over the place. One second later, she can be nice. 1 second later, she can be just vicious. But I would say she's more, you know, if they were to meet, I feel like they would get annoyed with each other. But it's interesting how this version has a British accent because she's like from Britain or whatever. And then this girlie has, I think, like a American accent, just a regular American. So there it is. Yeah, so this is like her, that's all the accessory that she comes in. And further ado, let's just talk about the doll itself. As I said in the beginning of this review, this one reminds me, this is like the mom and this is like the daughter. Like it looks like two same character but like different, you know, like different generations. I mean, it is different generations, I would say. And it's weird how, let's talk about the hair. The hair is the big one over here. It's weird how the way they animated TORALEI in the animation series, it's like she has short hair similar to this one, a homage to like the original, but in the doll version she comes with the long hair, which I don't mind. I love like the long hair aesthetic. She just looks very different. I have to kind of like restyle it to make it like wavy and curly. Originally, for the longest time, her hair has always been like in a ponytail, but like for the sake of this video, for the first time, I let her hair down so you can see like how she was originally to be. It's like this TORALEI over here, she has like short hair, which is very like artistic. This one is very, very gelled up. Like I don't think I need to like touch it or anything. Like it's very, her hair is pretty soft, of course, it's like curled up. Her hair is very, very gelled up. Like they put so much gel into it so it can keep like she reminds me of like Rapunzel's hair, I would say, like the brown haircut, like the bob cut. And what I love about this detail, I love like the little like print, the tiger print over here, which I really like. I like a little bit of like a side bang and stuff. A little bit like the hair color is pretty much the same-ish, but it's just Generational 3's hair is a little bit lighter. She has like a little bit like red and orangey and has a pink or purple like stripes. Her is just simple, a mix between red and orange, like similar color like this one, but she has no like pink stripes or anything because she would find it cruel, very gross. But yeah, I would say, yeah, I personally like her hair in the medium cut as a doll. Like she looks so pretty as like wavy hair, I would say. I like her hair like wavy than like straight. I mean, they're both like fine, but personally I like Generational 3's hair, like the hairstyling I mean, she's also more iconic too. You know what? I'm gonna go with Generational 3. I like Generational 3's hairstyle. It's just very iconic. And I'm just tired of seeing all the Monster High dolls have like longer. Sometimes it's nice to switch things up, you know? Like a character having short hair, like a fun character to play it. Okay, and let's talk about the outfits. The outfit is very, very different. As you can obviously see, I think I like Generational 3's outfit more. Like, they both wear like leather jacket. I love like her. She's the only doll that did very well translating to live action with like the last Monster High movie, like the 2. As you can see, I'll put a picture over here. You can do like a great doll accuracy, I would say. I love how she has like a red, like a simple red leather top over here, leather like crop top, and she has like a picture of a cow, and she wears like these schoolgirl pleated like flared mini skirt and stuff. She has like a little bit of like belt, so she's very like 70s like British punk rock. Versus this one, she has a little bit of that, but I feel like this is very much like a style from like early 2010s, I would say. I love like her crop jacket over here, and I love the little like spike. She's a little bit like very, very edgy. And what's cool about this one, she has like molded like what's it called again? Molded hand gloves or something, fingerless gloves, I would say, which is pretty cool. You kind of remove them, they're printed on, which I like the little detail. It adds more elevation to the character. Sorry to hear my brother's sound. And she has like a little accessory. She has like a little like scarf over here. She has she has like a little bit like a choker 5, so like choose your battle. Sometimes it's hard for me. Sometimes I even forgot she has a choker until I looked at it again. And I love her simple like leopard print. I like how we're keeping the trend of like something with her hair. Like she has like a little like red and blue strips over here. And same thing, I think she has like I don't know if this is like a 2-piece or maybe it's like all together, which makes sense. So I love like her like jeans are like ripped apart, similar to how she would do in real life. I love like the little like rip over here. It's very like early 2010s. And she also has like a little belt over here. Very simple. She has like a Monster High logo. Hers is just simple, and I feel like she's more like she screams like I'm a daughter, versus like her, she's like I'm trying to be like a cool mom, I would say. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the shoes. As you know, I love like the Generational 3 shoes. I mean, Generational 1 shoes are just so iconic. Like this reminds me of something like Lady Gaga would wear in like today with Generational 1 shoes. Generational 3, it's like okay. I think it's too like it's too simple. I wish she would just be wearing like platform heels, I would say, but I don't know, that makes no sense for her as a character because she's like a punk rock. So I like the little design over here. I love the little like cat ball she has in her thingy. But this one's also cool. Again, it reminds me of like Julia's like shoes where it looks like sneakers, but she's actually wearing heels, which I really like. When I do this, it reminds me of like the first ever like commercial with the Monster High dolls, if you know what I'm saying. And I love how in her skin she has a little bit like same thing with her hair, like tiger prints over here. Versus does she has, oh my god, yeah, that's the difference. It's like literally the same thing she has, but it's like not really a lot, just one print and stuff. That's a little bit of a similarities between these two. And let's talk about the tail. The tail, I like how Generational 3's tail, it's very flexible. You can just like move it around. Her tail just stays that way versus like this one, it's the same thing, she can move around. But this way you can kind of like play along with the tail. It's very like flexible, so if you want you can make it like, it's very twisting. So if you want you can do it this way, or like it's a fun one to play around, I would say, like for a child, or how I would like it to play. But I don't know, I just prefer it like it's already done for you can just like turn it. It's like same thing with this one, but hers is like hard plastic. Hers is like a little bit like soft plastic, I would say. It's still hard, but as like you can like bend it if you want. It's like if it's like a great like stress relief, like just designing like how you want like the tail to be, I would say. I love how her shoes has a little bit like metal rock over here. And going back to, oh yeah, face mold. Let's talk about the face mold. The face mold is they kind of changed her a little bit with the eye. Her eye's a little bit bigger than this one. Looks a little bit like shorter. She has like more like a catty eye. She has like a little bit like smaller catty eye. I like the first generation more. She has like more like darker gothic like makeup versus like her. She looks a little bit like sweet. I think I would add some more eyeshadow with the generation 2 to make it more like 70s punk rock versus, you know, this one. This one's very iconic. I just love the little like print over here with her face versus this one is just plain and simple. I love like her beauty mark though. She's supposed to be like a rival for like Cleo in Generation 3, like a little bit like a mean girl, but sometimes she is, sometimes she isn't. Same thing with the Generation 3. You know, whatever. Yeah, I just like the Generation 3 makeup. Okay, body articulations, they're pretty much exactly the same. I feel like Generation 3 wins for their body articulation because they're able to like, same thing with Generation 1. They're able to move their head. They can move their hands, articulation. I think they also have like waist articulation, which we're very spoiled. And then they have like great knee articulation, and then they can, you know, she can move like her tail and stuff. So it's a very, not a lot of people underestimate like how great the Generational 3 body articulations are. There's so much to play with. It's very like but versus a Generational 3, it's a very classic. They can, same thing, they can move their arms, they can move their heads, they can bend on their knees, but they don't have like waist articulation. They can also like kind of like, you can play around with the tail, and otherwise that's pretty much it. It's like a very like simple, not basic, like a good type of doll. I just love Generational 3 and Generational 1's like posable, because like they're just, you can do so much with them. It's just very effortless and classic, I would say. And same thing with Generational 3, like it's very like, I just feel like you can play more. Like this one is great like playable, this one's very great for like posing, but both of them are great for posing. I just feel like Generational 1 is like great for like different types of body articulation, I would say. Bunch of options. Generational 3 wins for different types of body articulation, but if you're looking for a classic like Photoshop, Generational 1 is your girl, you know what I'm saying? Okay, further, I think that's basically it, like a little like comparison review between these two. So further ado, they have like same thing with earrings. I would say I forgot to add that. They have like 1 earrings over here, same thing with her, like 2 over here, 1 over here. Very similar earrings. I don't know, it's hard for me to see with her because her hair is like kind of like blocking it right here. Like very similar design pattern. Hers is just plain gray. Hers has a little bit of like pink over here, gray, pink. And that'd be cool. She has like a nose ring or whatever. So yeah, otherwise let's move on to the height comparison between these two Monster High and then the other ones. Okay? Boof. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, welcome to the height comparison between TORALEI 1 and 3 and then the other 1 and 2 dolls. Oh my god. We have so much, it's like hard to just randomly choose which height to compare it. Of course, the tallest one out of all of this is definitely Caddy and Abby. They're like the tallest one out of all of them, I would say. Of course, the shortest one would definitely be Jackie Laura, Generational 3, and Twilight. Like you can see like a little bit of like a comparison over here. For the height difference between these two, I would say they're exactly like almost like the same height, which is very like strange to say. And usually one is taller than another, but they're pretty much exactly the same height, I would say, like mother like daughter. When it comes to Operetta, I feel like Operetta is a little bit, I think they would be exactly like the same height. I was gonna say Operetta seems like a little bit taller because of her hairstyle, but like otherwise they're pretty much exactly like the same height, I would say, but not as tall like Caddy Noir. And Cleo's like exactly like the same. I feel like this version's a little bit taller than Generation 1 because of the heels, but they're pretty much exactly like the same height, other than like Abby's a little bit taller. And yeah, let's move into the pets. The pet, I could see with the little bit of a height difference over here. As I showed, like she just went down, but like it's very tiny. Like she's tiny, this one's a little bit bigger. I could see like little bit of like the height difference between Generational 1 and 3 dolls, as I said in my previous videos in the past. And of course, Jackie Laura's like Bat Sweet Fang is the smallest out of all of this. So yeah, that's a little bit of a high comparison between the other ones. And then Conspel, do you prefer me just comparing these two or like other ones, if your kids are wondering? So yeah, okay, we went to the conclusion. Ooh. Okay, so that concludes my comparison video between TORALEI Generational 3 and TORALEI Generational 1. I gotta say, these two are a very great Monster High dolls. Again, they're very nostalgic. I said they fit in the case where like this was like the mother of this is like the actual daughter of TORALEI. So I feel like they're kind of like different generations, but like mother like daughter, I would say. Same thing with Frankie and Abby, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of these two TORALEI dolls? Which one is your favorite? Which one's your favorite line from TORALEI? And what's your thoughts about Mattel's decision making her hair long for Generational 3, where like her hair should supposed to be like this, like a little bit longer, more like waist here. You can do so much with the hair. Yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of these two dolls? And I'll see you all on the next Monster High video. Okay, so yeah, let's go. Okay. Stop fighting. They keep on fighting each other. Like she's pretty over here and then pretty, 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 Oh, wait, that's it? Okay.